Hey Cameron, Mr. Clark. I'm sitting at home. I have a sick babysitter, so I have to stay home with the kid. My wife started a new job yesterday, or Wednesday, so she can't exactly call in sick on her third day at work. So she's got somebody helping her with training. So that's my job today. But I'm gonna do my best to help you from home. I'm not exactly sure what your questions are, but let me just try to help you here really quick. Okay, remember, you only need two things to write the equation of a line: the slope and the y-intercept. Okay, so in this problem, it's a no-brainer because they gave you everything. Y equals negative 22x minus 18. See, the y-intercept's just a starting point, and the slope goes in front of the x every time. So you could probably answer this one in 10 seconds or less. So you probably got y equals 6x plus 19. That's simple. Okay? Now, the next one, they don't give you that. They give you the slope, which makes it partially easy. Y equals 5x plus b. I'm just going to stick in a b because they didn't give you the b that time. Okay, so y equals 5x plus b. So since they don't give us the b, we have to use what they did give us, the 2 and the 6, and come up with the b. So our job on basically the rest of these problems is to find the b. Okay, so I'm going to stick in 2 right here for the x. Let me just change the color. So the x is 2, and the y is 6. Okay, so I just take 5 times 2, which is 10. My y is 6. And then I just subtract the 10 over, and that tells me my b. So it's basically the same steps every time. Subtract the 10 makes negative 4. And make sure you're doing the opposite when you bring it over, because remember that was a problem you had in class yesterday. Okay, so my final answer is y equals 5x, just like I started the problem with. My last step is minus 4. That's what I had to find. Okay? Excuse me. Let me just throw down number 22 here real quick for you. So it's through 5, 4, and 6, negative 1. So you're like, oh crap, they don't even give me the slope or the m. I have to find that. So here we go. I'm going to start by finding the slope the long way with the slope formula. Y sub 2 minus y sub 1. So I took, that minus that, over 6 minus 5. Okay, so if I do the math, that's negative 5 on top, that's a 1 on the bottom. Negative 5 over 1, which is just negative 5. And I'm going to start there. Y equals negative 5x plus b. Okay, because they basically gave me enough information to find the m, which I did. And then I'm going to plug in an x and a y to figure out what the b is. Okay, so I'm going to, you can pick either point. Since this has negatives, I'm not going to use that one. I'm going to use this one. Okay, 5 is the x, so that goes right here. I'm going to change the color again. 5 goes right there. And then the 4 goes right here. Okay, so 4 equals, that's negative 25 plus b. And this is negative, so you do the opposite. You add it over, which would make 29. So my final answer, y equals negative 5x plus 29. And don't be afraid to go back and look at these again or review them, because all of this stuff's going to be on your quiz today. Okay? Last but not least, the parallel and perpendicular. Just focus on the parallel. Parallel means it's going to be the same slope as this one. So if you look at this equation, don't even get freaked out by that pi. You don't even use it. You just use the m, which is right there. So basically it's the same problem as this, because they give you the slope right here. Well, they give us the slope right here too. It's just they give it to you in code. They say, oh, there's the slope. Okay? So our slope is 3, and we don't even use that equation. So here it is. Y equals 3x plus b. But I'm just going to stick in the x there and the y. So 4 equals 3 times negative 2 plus b. And hopefully you can see that I skipped this step right here. I'm just not writing y equals mx plus b and then plugging it in. I'm just going to start plugging it in right away. It's just quicker for me. Okay? So you get to the opposite of negative 6, which would be positive 6. So you're going to add that over. Makes 10, so your b is 10. And you're done. So here it is. Y equals, looks like negative, it's not. Y equals 3x plus 10. Alright? Now the perpendicular ones are the exact same problem, the exact same thing, but you got to take this number and flip it. So it's 6 over 1, you make it 1 over 6. And then you do the opposite sign as well, so it becomes negative 1 over 6. So everything else goes the same. Y equals m, negative 1/6. X is negative 6 plus b. Do the math there. Use your calculator. Makes whoa, they're opposites, so they cancel. Boom, boom, boom. Ends up making positive 1 plus b. Subtract the 1 over, makes negative 2. So there you go. Y equals negative 1/6 x minus 2 is what we found our b to be. Okay, so every time you're just looking for the b, and that'll give you your equation. Alright, dude, good luck on your quiz. I hope it goes well.